It feels good, back to put my hand on the dirt, just getting after the quarterback.
Is that, and obviously you've been trying to make that transition to outside linebacker. Would your preference to be to continue focusing on that, or do you mind kind of doing both?
Oh yeah, I don't mind doing both because I'm going to be dropping and I'm going to be rushing too. So it's good to have that flexibility to do both. Now that Dez went down, so they're going to need me to step up and play. So.
What's different about 4-3 end and 3-4 end?
It's not really a difference, but I'm more of in like a head up technique than an outside. So it's not really different. I still have to do. I still have the same responsibilities. Plus, in college, I also played. We had a cub front sometimes, and I played 3 technique too.
Where are you at with dropping into coverage? I know it's been a work in
Where am I at?
progress.
Well, the whole summer that I've been working on it, jumping in coverage because I was playing outside linebacker, but now it makes me more flexible since I know how to drop now. So, I'm just ready to play whatever position they put me at. So.
Do you feel, is it crowded at end in a 3-4? I mean, are you getting used to you don't have that wide area to your right?
Yeah, there's definitely more room when you're outside than inside, but, it's just the important thing is just getting after the quarterback and affecting him. That's my responsibility. And that's
How about run responsibilities at that position? I mean, is it a lot different from what you'd be used to?
Like I said, I played in the 4-3 defense in college, but also we had a cup front in college, so I was in the 3 technique too, and we had to play the run too, so I had to stay in that B gap and hold my ground. So.
Did you know coming into camp that they were gonna put you at the end, or did you kind of find out beforehand after Dez got hurt?
Yeah, I found out after Dez got hurt, because we had a key starter going down. They just need some help. Coach Hughes said he wants the best players to play the game, so I'm just ready to do whatever they want me to do.
Even though you were exposed to it in some schemes there.
Yeah, so I'm pretty used to it.
You're being asked on one hand to a new position as an outside linebacker, and this is still kind of new to you.
Yeah.
It's not what you do best. You may end up doing it very well, but any worry in your mind, like you're asking me to do a lot of different things, I should hone in on one thing?
No worries. Coach Horn said if he gets too much from me, I just talk to him and tell him, hey, coach, it's kind of a lot. But
Reach that point.
yeah, this is my job now. That's all I got to do, just focus on that playbook and learn that playbook inside and out. And the more flexible I am, the more I can help this team out.
You think tomorrow with pads you'll get a better idea of what it's like?
Oh yeah, like I said in college, I've been in there before, so I know what it's like. So just ready to get after it. So.
Did they tell you that they were going to try you then before you arrived early this week? Like, did they call you when Dez got hurt, or did they wait till you got here to tell you?
No, they told me actually about 3 days before camp.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And then, do you feel like, and if you compare your body type to some of the other 3-4 ends, I don't think you're quite as heavy. Maybe some guys. Do you feel you might need to buck up, or that's a disadvantage at all?
It's whatever the coach wants me to do. So they say I'm still at a good weight. So whatever coach wants me to do.
They said you were at a good weight.
Yes.
Which is what?
I'm about 280 right now.
280. That's higher than you were at the combine, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've been at 280 the whole OTAs and
So is that
original
5
mini
pounds
camp.
more than you weighed at the combine?
Yeah.
So are you gonna be with the D line for the today, or do you switch alternate days, or do you have any kind of idea what the plan is?
I said whatever the coach wants me to do. Right now I'm working with a D line, and also I still work on pass drops and stuff like that, so I can be more prepared for it.
So do you attend linebacker meetings or no? Right now?
Right now it's just I've been in D line room right now. So.
Who called you to let you know?
Coach Nunn.
Coach Nunn?
Yeah.
And were you surprised at all? I mean,
when I heard the news, I kind of figured they would move into DN, so I was just prepared for it. So.
in the news about Desmond?
Yeah, when I heard the news about Desmond, yeah.
I mean, first of all, how big a loss do you think that is, and how ready are you to help compensate for it?
That's definitely a big loss because he's one of the best players on our team. He was sack leader for us, so that was a big loss for us. But guys just have to step up, and do their thing.
Okay, you and Nassib were 1-2 and 2-1 in sacks last year. Why would Nassib be the guy to move?
Nassib also plays DN. I think he plays the other side of me. So.
Do you feel like it's a mentality change? You go from 4-3 end to 3-4 outside linebacker, and then a 3-4 DN. Like in your head, have you had to kind of come to grips with that?
Yeah, I came here with a mindset I'm just ready to do whatever they ask of me. So that's the mindset coming in. Whether it's play outside linebacker, whether it's DN or D tackle, nose, I'm just ready.
Do you still see yourself and want to be an outside linebacker long term, or do you think this is something that stick?
I see myself whatever the coach want me to do. So.
Where did you work out, kind of this last month? And did you work out with anybody specifically?
I worked out at Pete Bomarito in Aventura, Florida. So that's where I worked out.
Is sacking the quarterback the most satisfying thing you can do on the field?
Oh yeah, that's the most satisfying thing.
Do you see those opportunities still there inside like that?
Definitely, I'm closer to the quarterback this time than anything.
That's what they tell you, right? But you're up against bigger guys.
Yeah. Well, since I'm a much smaller guy, so I'll be quicker than them. So.
What type of influence has Joe Kim had on you? He's big into teaching the hand fighting and that martial arts influence. What influence has he had? How helpful has that been for you?
It has definitely been very helpful. Hands are everything. If you can knock their hands off of you, you could beat them easily. So just working on hands actually helps me a lot as a pass rusher. So.
Can't imagine you had any help like that at Oklahoma State, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I had Coach Kim at Oklahoma State, that'd be amazing. So.
JJ Watt.
Are you excited for first day of pads tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I mean, Coach Jackson said that he's going to have a siren go off and it's going to be everything goes and really intense. Have guys been talking about that, or have you been thinking about that?
Oh yeah, as a defensive line, we can't be too aggressive with no pads on. We can't risk getting our guys hurt, but with pads on, we get to attack more. So that's actually good for us, D-line.
Coach Nunn has worked with some pretty good defensive linemen. Are you kind of excited now that you're going to get a chance to work with him specifically?
Oh yeah. Funny thing is, he actually called me OC during one drill, so that was actually kind of funny to me. So.
He also said they're going to rotate guys to that line, on Sundays. I mean, how does that benefit you?
It benefits us, it keeps us fresh on the field. We go every time we're in, we're ready to go. So.
Do you view it as like a competition with Xavier Cooper now for that starting spot?
I came here to compete. I came here to be the best I can be to help this team out. So that's what I'm looking for.
How much interaction did you have with Desmond in the spring?
At the end of spring?
Just in the spring throughout OTAs, mini camps.
We just say, hey, just talk to each other, say how I'm doing, how I'm getting along, how I'm adjusting to the plays, just basic stuff. So.
Is he around now?
Is he around? Yes, she's always in the D-line room too.
So I mean, making another kind of transition for you. I know you ended at Oklahoma State, but in the 3-4 scheme, I mean, are you gonna be picking his brain and leaning on him to try to get kind of tricks of the trade, or?
Oh yeah, I already, we were doing pass rush yesterday. I was asking him, how you do this kind of move and this kind of move, stuff like that. So.
Because you were a defensive lineman in college and now you're getting to transition back to defensive line for your first professional training camp, do you approach it with a little bit more confidence than maybe if you came in as a dropping linebacker?
Yeah, it's definitely because I was used to it in college, so it's pretty much the same basic thing that I'll be doing. I'm just inside this time.
What about working against this offensive line? How are guys like Joe Thomas going to help you become a better player?
Well, definitely, I look forward to working with him. He's the very best at what he does. If you could beat the best, you are the best. That's how I feel.
Do you just kind of have an attitude that, hey, I'm athletic enough that wherever you put me, I'm going to be all right?
Yeah, that was my mindset coming in. Whatever position they wanted me to play at, I'm just ready to do it.